Today I fucked up. I am never fucking touching a Nintendo Switch ever again. So my family usually opens presents Christmas morning around 8 AM. But due to my mother working this year we had to start at 6:30. I know, it is as horrible as it sounds. Now, my brother and I are of age and old enough to understand the Santa process. However, we have a younger sister who still fully believes. She did the list, put out the cookies, yada yada. The main thing she wanted this Christmas, and last year, was a Nintendo Switch. I don't know much about it other than it's expensive and could make a child's Christmas wish come true. So it comes midnight and my mother and I are wrapping up the presents for everyone and checking off the list to make sure nothing was forgotten. Everyone else is asleep. But then we come across the Nintendo. My mom asks me where it is. I have no fucking clue. I go up and ask my dad. He has no fucking clue. Everyone in my family, no fucking clue. We all begin scrounging the house, top to fucking bottom. Every corner, every drawer, every hiding spot. Even the fucking vents? Question mark. Time passes, we're still looking. It's 2 in the morning. We should have been asleep an hour ago. My mother has to wake up in 4 hours to get ready for a full day of work and be with us for presents. She's crying, my dad's pissed, I'm nervous. I send my parents up to bed and tell them to leave it up to me. Still don't know why the fuck I said this. So I stay up, still looking. It's now 4 AM. I'm ready to pass out. I decide to write the letter from Santa myself, stating the following. Dear _ I hit a major storm in the middle of the night and lost Dasher and 60% of my presents. Expect a delivery from the elves within the next few days. So I'm looking up what stores I can buy this fucking Nintendo Switch again. Of course they're all closed at 4 AM but they're closed all day for Christmas too. Now I'm fucking bugging. I decide to let the note do its magic, and pray I can find a Nintendo Switch to buy again. Christmas morning comes along. She reads the note. She's freaking out that Santa even made it in such a bad storm. But she's also freaking out that Dasher is on the loose. Try to calm her down and she keeps screaming that Santa can't fly without all his reindeer and is probably missing. If you've ever seen Christmas Chronicles, she hit it spot on. Finally we open the fucking rest of the presents. We left the fucking Switch game wrapped and she opened it. Gave it the fuck away instantly. Now I'm frustrated as fuck that we were so unprepared. This is supposed to be huge. We finish up presents, my mom goes to work, my sister is playing with her stuff and I'm checking out my new bling. I then remember that my polish for jewelry was in the trunk of the car. I don't know why. Don't ask. I open up the fucking trunk, and there it is. The Nintendo fucking Switch sitting right there, staring at me. I start crying tears of joy. I don't have to spend another $300 on a fucking console and games. I wrap it instantly and leave it on the front bench. I go upstairs, play a hoofing sounds of a horse from my speaker, and make a loud bang. What was that, my sister? I don't know. It sounded like it came from outside. Want me to check? Me, sis. It's Dasher. T has to be. He has IT. She runs as fast as I've ever seen her run down the stairs and whips the door open. Before even seeing the present on the bench, she goes to look at the roof to see if Dasher is there. Lol. Finally, she falls upon the gift wrapped up on the bench. She grabs it, runs inside, opens it, cries. Santa really does listen. My sister. And then I cried again, because I was so relieved it was over. All in all, she was happy, I was happy, my parents pissed they left it somewhere so stupid, and Christmas was even more fun for my sister. I am never fucking touching a Nintendo Switch ever again. Edit. I understand people are commenting that they believe this is a made-up story. I wish it was. I did not plan or enjoy going through the stress at first, but at the end it was all worth it. I'm the oldest sister of this family and believe it's important to keep her belief going. It brings our family joy to see her so excited for Santa. This is literally my first time posting on Reddit, and I had no clue it would blow up like this. I read them with my boyfriend all the time, specifically this community, and decided this story was worth a share. Thanks to everyone who has sent Christmas wishes. God bless you all and Merry Christmas. TL. Doctor, we lost my sister's most wanted Christmas present, lost our fucking minds looking for it, and it ended up being in the fucking car trunk. Not only did you salvage it, but you did it very well. The hoof beats through the speakers. Fucking genius. When she grows up and learns about Santa, I have a feeling she'll find this story fucking hilarious. Absolutely not a fuck up. Pretty close to one, but you probably made that kid's childhood with this story. This is something she'll remember for her whole life and tell her kids all about, and probably recreate something similar for her children if she has them. Well done. Sometimes the most incredible memories in our lives come from mistakes. God bless you for this point of view. Merry Christmas, Christmas tree. Dude, this is a win, and awesome sibling-gry, and you know it. Appreciate that, praying gesture. Why did you check vents but not your car? Brain likes to fuck up with us when we are under big stress. This isn't a FU, this is the most glorious save I've ever had the pleasure of witnessing through a post on the internet, and I'm sure you made this the most memorable Christmas for your sister. Major props to you, wish I could be that good of an older sibling! Exclamation mark. God bless you. Thank you so much for this. Merry Christmas, Christmas tree. Today I fucked up by eating pizza and sucking dick. Today I fucked up, well, last night if you wanna be technical, while on a Tinder date. I'd seen the guy, let's call him A couple times a few months back and nothing ever happened. I ended up getting into a relationship anyway, so I thanked A for his time, but let him know I was now taken, and with that I deleted the app. 2 months later and that fling had ended, and I found myself wondering whatever happened to A. So I re-downloaded the cursed app and got to swiping with the sole intent of finding A again. Weeks passed and I had almost given up. I was going to forget A and just focus on the guys who I'd matched with along the way, but then I found A's profile. I swiped, we matched, and I instantly sent a message asking if he remembered me. He did, and we got to chatting, and a couple days later we had organized for me to come to his house Tuesday night for pizza and drinks. All went well, he got me a vegetarian pizza and we had a lot of fun catching up, and this time around there was definitely a lot more chemistry. And by the end of the night one thing led to another and we started hooking up in his bedroom. Here's where the fuck up happened. Normally I have a pretty good gag reflex, but for some reason last night, God decided to look down on my with hatred as the most embarrassing moment of my life took place. I was going down on him, and he was enjoying it too, and moving his hips in time with me to help with the sensation. I guess we fell out of sync for a second, because the next thing I knew, his dick was halfway down my throat and I baby barfed. You know that little bit of vom that you can usually just swallow back down? Well, this time, because his dick was in the way, I couldn't just swallow this baby barf away, and my attempt at doing so only made me gag on his dick more, and I proceeded to projectile vomit all over this poor dude's dick and crotch, and it was chunky, vegetarian pizza vomit full of spinach leaves, tomato, feta, and onions. I went into shock, but A was very sweet about it. He reassured me and got me a towel, took me to the bathroom and put me in the shower, all while I was a crying, apologizing mess. He said he was going to go and clean up his room while I shower, and he kissed me on the forehead and told me it was all fine. After calming down in the shower, I then began to laugh uncontrollably at the situation because, let's face it, it was pretty funny, albeit mortifying. In the end he offered me to stay the night, which I was very thankful for, because nothing would have been worse than to be kicked out after the whole debacle. The rest of the night and following morning was fine. We never spoke about the incident again, and I don't think I can ever eat vegetarian pizza again. Too long didn't read, went on date, ate pizza, hooked up with dude, vomited all over him and his bed in the middle of oral sex, and was surprisingly not immediately kicked out of his house. Not sure I can ever eat a pizza while looking at a breadstick again. Not sure I can suck dick ever again while looking at pizza. Did you still let him smash? Yup, winking face. Dude, he likes you. You think so? Very much confused by how he didn't also shower. Surely he needed it even more. He did, after I had been, smiley face. Now that's a man of composure. Or maybe he just really wanted to smash, in which case, he's a man of focus, commitment, and sheer fucking will. Today I fucked up by loosing my bowels in the parking lot storm drain of my local supermarket, NSFW. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing and literally happened about 30 minutes ago. So I have bowel issues, clearly, and I range between super constipation or the exact opposite. 39F, and was having the plugged up issue for the last couple of days, and tonight got to the point where something had to be done. I had the urge but was way too backed up, so decide to drive the 2 miles to the 24/7 grocery store to get some suppositories or Miralax or anything. This is all happening at 3 AM, so I'm like, okay, not many people will be there and I can run in and out and be back home in 5 minutes and get some sweet relief. As I'm driving I suddenly feel like my ass is going to give birth. I'm really close to the store and I'm like, fuck, I cannot make it home, so I plan in my head how I'll get in the store and run to the bathroom. However, the bathroom is all the way at the back of store and it's a pretty big store. At this point my brown baby is crowning and I'm in tears because I know as soon as I stand up I will lose it all, literally, and I don't wanna shit myself in my car. God, that would never smell right again. Anyways, at this point I am sweating, crying, panting, doing the fucking labor breathing exercises knowing it's about to happen, and I'm speeding through the parking lot planning to just pull behind the store and go in some bushes, but lo and behold all of the delivery trucks are there delivering their bread and God knows what else. Now I'm really panicking and figuring at this point I don't care if someone sees me because all I can think is getting this creature out of my body. I fly past the trucks and to the side of the store. This area was pretty desolate, at least I hope. I jump out of the car, rip my pants down, and squat over the grated storm drain, and I kid you not, instantly I let loose and had the hugest shit in all of my 39 years. At this point I didn't care if anyone did see because I was feeling so relieved. I finish in like 20 seconds and go to stand up but realize I have no tissue or wet wipes, so I have to pull my pants up and drive home sitting sideways so my poopy pants don't touch my seat. Before I leave I look at the storm drain, thanking it for saving my life, and realize that the poop didn't even go down. It was semi-hard and tall as hell. It was at least 4 days worth and freaking at least 5 pounds! Exclamation mark. I saved a few dollars because I didn't need the meds anymore, so I guess that's the upside. Came home and jumped in the shower and had to share here because, well, I really fucked up today. Too long didn't read, super constipated, drove to store to get meds, and meanwhile realized I was going to shit myself, so pulled in parking lot and shit in storm drain. Middle of night, no TP, drove home with shitty pants. Edit, losing spelling. Sorry to the spelling police. I wrote this shit at 4 AM and was tired and traumatized, so please forgive my fuck up. That is all. I had a bowel event this past summer. We ate a big greasy breakfast and then drove to an isolated lake several miles out of town to walk and look around. Just before we arrived my belly started rumbling. Really rumbling and making some audible noises. I knew it was going to be bad. We finally make it to the parking area of the lake. The semi-rustic bathrooms there were locked because of COVID, so I am beginning to panic a little. We drive around a little bit to see if there is an out-of-the-way place for me squat. We end up seeing some very rustic and dilapidated wooden outhouse type structures. At this point I am thinking I may just have to make it work. I run up there clenching my butt as hard as possible. I open the door and there are needles all over the floor, broken whiskey and beer bottles, and it is the most foul smelling place I have ever experienced. So that is out. By this time, my stomach has actually readied itself because of seeing a bathroom of sorts. Sort of like driving home needing to poop really badly, and when you turn the corner, see your house and it kicks into overdrive. All I can do is run behind the outhouse and squat down. Keep wet wipes in my purse, thank goodness. So I shit in the woods like a bear and leave a massive pile behind the outhouse. I feel so much better walking back to the car. It's just intense relief. All is good. My son took a picture of me walking back to the car holding my wet wipes. We had a good laugh. Texted my husband and told him the story. End of story. 2 days later I started having intense itching on my lower buttocks, and it travels down my thighs. Then it pops up on my calves and ankles. I freaking got chiggers on my butt and legs by shitting in the woods. The chiggers lasted for over a week. It was miserable. They were so bad on my right ankle and I scratched so much I actually have small scars in 2 places.